What's up everyone, it's Demolition Derby for Life. I'm going to give a video on how to weld your front suspension in a derby car. It's very easy to do. All what you have to do is you take off your front tires and you look at your front suspension, and all what you do is you find any kind of circle, square, any kind of junk metal you can find, and you stick it in between your frame and down to your lower suspension. And then all you do is, after you get that in, you weld it up. It's very easy to do. I already got both of them cut and mounted in. For extra measure, I'm going to be welding a couple pieces of like flat iron or whatever to my frame, to the lower suspension, just to give it some extra strength on both sides. That way I don't feel like if I'm going in the derby and my welds break off of the thing. So I'll show you guys when it's done. Alright guys, before you start welding, what you want to do is you want to clean up all this like frame area, like you want to clean out the paint. In this case, you want to clean up all the rust. What I'll be welding is not flat iron, but old lawnmower blades that I had taken off my lawnmower, and they were just sitting in the scrap bin, and I figured, well, just weld them to the car and it'll be good to go. So I'll be starting to weld here in a little bit. I'm going to try time-lapse video. I'm going to see if I like it. If I don't, I'm just going to delete it and you guys won't see it. So we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, we're back here. I am gonna put the time. I did put the time lapse video in it because I thought it was fine. So here I only did one time lapse on the other side, and I started the other, and I kind of figured, yeah, it doesn't really pay to do both sides. But it took me probably about 40 minutes to do both sides. I got a piece of metal on both sides, and right in the middle is a piece of tubing, just in case my welds would break or something. Then I got these in to help it extra strength. And I also did it on this side as well. Piece of flat iron there. Hey, drop that. That's not good. Drop that. Whatever. And a piece there, and a piece of circle tubing right in the middle. You don't have to use circle tubing, but I did because just kind of helps. Just got to throw the tires back on. I did take off the front crap that was on there, the headlights and stuff. Took that off because it didn't need to be on there, and I figured I had to kind of wait for it to my camera to charge up, so that's what I did while I was waiting. Got that off, and now I'm gonna cut holes for my my headers. So, and I am gonna use a chop saw, and we'll go from there. And I'm gonna do a little time-lapse video of this, so be back in a sec. Well guys, the hood worked out really good. It didn't take that long to cut the holes, measure twice, cut once. That's what I've always been taught and told. And yeah, she clears them just fine. Works perfect. Give you guys a little walk around. Tires, I took it for a little run, and my welds didn't break, so I think that's good to go. And then I think I will crease the back end of this car. Not completely sure if I'm going to do it yet. I got to look at my rules, see if it's allowed. If not, then I'm just going to have to chain it. I might have to put few, like 4 or 5 new body mounts in the back here, because I see it might have pulled through, so we'll see. Yeah. Back bumper's all rusted out. I did look at the front bumper, and it is an aluminum bumper, so I am going to pull that off eventually, but for right now I'm just going to leave it on. There you go, guys. That's the whole walk around of the car. Still a lot to do on this car yet. Still got to pull the gas tank and put a cage in it, but I'm not going to do that until later on. I'm just getting the essentials done, just welding up what I can and whatnot. Let me see, is there anything else I did to the car today? I pretty much just did the hood and welded the suspension. It was acting up a little bit, but I cleaned up the spark plugs and she seemed to run a little bit better, but oh well. But I'm done working on this car today. I'm gonna finish painting the compact car, and yeah. So thanks guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I plan on keep on building this car. I will be starting another car more towards the summertime. I'm gonna finish this car off in the compact car, and if I do buy a motor, I will be running the Ghostbusters car again. But until then, I love you guys. Like my videos, subscribe, keep telling more people about me, and we'll catch you guys later.